Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
Welcome to North Carolina Weekend. I'm Deborah Holt-Noel. Many small towns across North Carolina are seeking creative ways to help local businesses by attracting folks to town. Oakboro in Stanly County is one such town, and their monthly cruise-in event is one innovative way to drive traffic downtown.
Oakboro has a population of just under 1,200, and it was a booming town back in the 90s because we had a local mill that employed a lot of people. In 2000, I believe it was, Stanley Knitting Mills closed the doors, and when that happened, you know, then everything just dried up. That's why we started this cruise-in back in '03. Was to get some foot traffic in town for the businesses, you know, because we had no one shopping. So that's how we got started.
People were skeptical at first. Many folks had never even heard of a cruise-in.
A cruise-in is where people bring their classics, antiques, or hot rods. And a classic would be something like a 55 Chevrolet or a 60 Chevrolet or a 40 Chevrolet. And then anything before that would be considered an antique. And we have a lot of antique vehicles, and then a street rod or a hot rod is where they take an older vehicle like an antique and update it with modern running gear, air conditioning, and so forth. So we have a mixture of antiques, hot rods, classics, motorcycles, and on the fourth Friday night of every month we just park, have a big party in downtown Oakboro. They were expecting maybe 20 to 30 cars the first night, and on the very first night we had 150 cars to show up. So since then it's just been growing, and everybody has fun, and it's a family-oriented thing. There's no alcohol sales, so we just have a good time.
We come every month if we can. You get to see a lot of variety of cars, every make, model, and some that they put together. It's just interesting, and just get to meet the people.
And talk about their cars as well.
It's a 1966 AC Cobra replica. It's a Lone Star chassis out of Fort Worth, Texas. Has a 496 aluminum Shelby full roller, side oiler engine, TKO 600 5-speed, and a 9-inch four-link rear end. I attend cruise-ins on a regular basis. Try to make as many as I can. Just seeing the cars, meeting the people, the fellowship of it all.
What keeps it going and make it so successful, we have every month we'll have anywhere from 30 to 35% new people that has never been before. I had no clue it'd ever be this successful.
Literally driving business downtown.
And everybody stays open until the end of the cruise-in, and that usually happens around 9 o'clock.
There are also 2 museums in town which stay open for the event. The Railroad Museum and the Oakboro Regional Museum of History give visitors an opportunity to learn more about the area.
We have everything from personal items, household things. We have some doctor's supplies. We have some military section. Things that's been collected from the community, the town and the community of Big Lick, and now of Oakboro, that has to do with things in the community.
Along with the cruise-in, from April through October, they have a burnout.
I guess you can call us rednecks. Yeah, burnout is where they pull into a little designated area, and we put up barricades to make a little corral, more or less. They pull their car up into that corral and sit there and hold their brakes on and spin their rear tires. And some of them will sit there long enough that their tires will pop, and we have had several of them that pull out of the pit, go put on more tires, and come back for a second event. So, and there's no prize, there's no winner. It's just for the thrill of the crowd, and the louder the crowd gets, the more spinning they'll do. So it's just a crazy redneck event that we have.
This is Derek Long for North Carolina Weekend.
Oakboro's Cruise-In is year-round, the fourth Friday of each month from 5 to 9 p.m. The burnouts are April through October. For directions and more information, call 704-436-6654 or go online to oakborocruisein.com.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.